We are right back on the island of Monts. It's been a while since we arrived here. If you could tell from the plants and the ground, it recently rained quite a while. And you can see vegetation flourishing. We arrived here in the rock. We see a small little cynapsid. This isn't a baby Dimetrodon. This is what I call this is a species of Dimetrodon who only appears on this island, called the dwarf Dimetrodon. Compared to their more endangered cousins, compared to their larger cousins who are endangered, could get outcompeted by dinosaurs, the dwarf Dimetrodon might actually thrive. It doesn't have to compete with the other dinosaurs, even other small ones. Like we can see it trying to get to a hole made from a little insect. The dwarf, we can see it basking and some off of eating little insects he could get his snout in. The dwarf Dimetrodon is a very interesting species. We can tell by the colors on the sail is a male. We'll call him Dwarfy, the dwarf Dimetrodon, with his male sail. The dwarf Dimetrodon doesn't really like a predator stalking him though. A colorist. This is a weird. The colorists on this island have changed their diets and now are omnivores, snacking on small animals like the dwarf Dimetrodon. Dwarf Dimetrodon notices it and decides to stay still, and he knows he can't quite reach it. The dwarf Dimetrodon quickly hides in the grass. The colorist goes on, searching for some small meat to add to its omnivorous diet. We eventually arrive here in the area. This is the herbivore feeding area. We can see multiple herbivores snacking on it. Seems to be a Coryphosaurus, we'll call Coryphi, a Nigersaurus named Nigel, and a Styracosaurus named Simon. We can see this is a strange mixed herd of herbivores who actually is quite common with these giants. Quite common to find on that. We eventually arrive somewhere else. Stalking the herd from a pretty far distance is a Tyrannosaurus. This is King, who is a full adult male who is recently dealing with the loss of his mate, and most of his kids. And the last surviving kid was killed recently. Now he's starting to recover from the trauma of losing his mate and his whole generation. But he slowly moves in. He moves a little bit closer to the herd. As he spies on the herd from a pretty far distance. He searches for which one he should kill. He eventually spots a Coryphosaurus, a night easy meal. Even though the Coryphosaurus has powerful kicks and a quite nasty bite, that's easy for the T-Rex to deal with. He faces more dangerous foes. Well, the Triceratops Nigersaurus might actually be a little bit difficult, as the Triceratops horns are in a position where they have one big one in the nose and two large ones on the frill, who can make so they can lock onto a theropod's snout and hold on to it. The Nigersaurus armored like scoots on his back might do damage, are quite dangerous to go through, and a whip-like tail, and his neck attack. And a Nigersaurus, and herbivores are known to have quite nasty bites, and look at those teeth. A Tyrannosaurus fully sneaks in. the Tyrannosaurus Rex quickly opens its mouth and the other herbivores are startled. Nigel the Nigersaurus quickly startled from this. Sinoceratops quickly charges. And Sinos slam to the ground as he focuses on his kill. The rest of the herbivores decide to leave, not wanting to face the same fate as the T-Rex, as the Critosaurus. Rex took down the Hadrosaurus, and for the next few minutes, he gorges himself. 5 hours later. As you can see from the area, we went to Iraq in the same area. 5 hours ago, the Tyrannosaurus was gorging himself with the meal, but now it left the rest of the scavengers. I remember those feet. This is Hypostosuchus, who's been actually in a few episodes, Well, we decided to call. It's been a while and he doesn't have a name. We decided to call him Postosuchus, because Postosuchus is a male Postosuchus who's been mostly scavenging the grass lately after getting mostly outcompeted. Postosuchus and a few other non-dinosaurs who live on the land here and are as big as some of the dinosaurs here are actually quite endangered. They're almost extinct. Some are already gone extinct, the others are very endangered. Because most of the creatures from the Permian and Triassic who are non-dinosaurs have mostly been outcompeted. There's still a few stragglers of this Postosuchus around. There's still like at least a bunch of them in the wild. But the population isn't as high as it was during the Triassic, or during the Triassic on the island. We started to see them eat stuff. Well, that's the end of this episode. We'll come back one day to take a look at some of the more stranger life, some of the non-dinosaur life on this island. Bye-bye.